Hey everybody. This is Jeremy here. I am gonna check out the new Richard Garfield game, The Hunger. This just shipped to me last night and I've already played one game of it, so I think I have a good idea on how it works, and I just wanted to do a playthrough of at least a few rounds and show you how it works. The best description I can give of this is think of CLANK but with vampires, okay? So it's going to play very much the same for 2 to 6 people. Could be pretty much any age, I would say. Young kids up to adults. What you're going to do is you're going to race around the game board here. You're going to try to feed on humans because you're vampires, and there's some treasure and other loots and benefits you can get along the way. And if you make it all the way to the labyrinth, you can grab an eternal rose, and this will grant you some special abilities. But you need to get back before dawn, or of course you're gonna turn into a puff of dust. So I'm gonna set this box aside. I really like the artwork, it's great. There's got some nice spot gloss varnish on the cover of where the characters are that you can sort of see in the reflections. So really nice box design. All right. So first what I want to do is get the board set up. So let's switch to overhead view, and we've got the land the vampires live in here. There's a castle at the top, and you're going to put some bonus tokens up on the top for depending on how many players you have. I'm just going to play 2 players in this demo. So the castle's here, the graveyard are the first 3 spaces. When you're in these spaces, you can't hunt for humans, and you cannot push other vampires to other locations. Then you have the mountain trail and environments, and then you come down to the plains area, and then the forest, and where the cards are, that is actually the labyrinth there. And there are 3 roses that you can try to claim. When you get out of the mountains, there are 3 paths you might take. You might take the water track on a ship. It is the only way to get to the tavern. The tavern is where you can do some mass feeding if you're lucky enough to do that. You can come down here and you can split off. You can go onto the road on foot, or you can continue on the train tracks, the railroad, all the way up. If you take the water route, there are 2 ports over here on the side where you can get back on the trail. Now, the only way to get the most amount of treasures is on the rail line. There are all sorts of treasures along the way here. What we are going to do is we're going to set up a bunch of tokens here. So there are mission tokens, and these have different goals you might reach, statuses you might have, some instant effects you might get. We're going to take and randomize these into stacks onto the board. So everywhere there's a small graveyard, we're going to put a stack on there, and there's some little numbers printed, so we're going to figure that out in short order. So on the first stack, we're going to need 5 there. We're going to need 5 of them over here. We're going to need 5 of them over here. We are going to need 6 up by the castle. And we're going to need 4 up in the forest, and 4 in the far forest, and then we're going to put two random ones up. These are shared missions or goals that we can reach at the end of the game. So we've got all the stacks of the missions put out. When you land on those spaces that have a red mark on them, you'll be able to pick up that stack and look at them and choose one of them to add to your inventory for either instant or end game goals. Now, the next thing we have to do is put out some of the loot, the treasures. So there's a whole bunch of treasures here. They're all worth 2 points when you take them. So we're just going to randomly put them on every treasure chest on the game board. And some of the treasures on the track are open. So you put the tokens face up so that you can see what they are and maybe try your best to capture those. Over here we have the hunting board and the turn tracker. So there's 15 rounds to the game, and all 14 night rounds, you take your cards from your deck. This is a deck building game similar to CLANK or maybe Star Realms if you're familiar with that sort of mechanic from those games. So you start with 6 cards, but you can add to the cards by hunting humans. And this column of humans over here is going to cost 3 of your action points. This column is going to cost 2, and this column is going to cost 1. There's only ever going to be 1 card in these 2 columns, but the 1 column can have multiple columns. When we get to 15, that's dawn. And if you are outside of the mountain region at dawn, the sun's gonna fry you into a crisp. So whatever you do during the game, you have to get back by the end. Where this becomes complicated is the more humans you consume, the slower you're gonna go. You're gonna fill up, you're gonna get lethargic. So you don't wanna overfeed because that fills up your deck with cards that don't give you action points to spend. Now you can spend your action points, and let's take a look at those. So you have a starting deck of 6 cards, and the values in the upper left corner are the action points. So you're gonna choose 3 cards every turn, and you add up the points. So here we'd have 5 points to spend. We can spend those to move on the game board, or we can spend them to hunt a human and add that card. So it's like buying a card in CLANK or in Star Realms. So we can divide up these numbers in those 2 ways. So we can move on the board, or we can split these numbers up and use some of them to hunt. So with 5, we can move 2 and hunt in the 3 column, or we can move 3 and hunt in the 2 column, or we can move 4 and hunt in the 1 column. Okay, so the 5 action points, or whatever you get on your first 3 cards, is going to dictate what you're going to do. So I've got this set up for 2 players, and I'm just going to start running through the game. Now, when we draw our first 3 cards, we're going to add up the numbers, and whoever has the smallest amount of points to spend is going to move first, because they're the slowest. So slowest always goes first. Then whoever is in the forest is going to move first, plains second, mountains third. Whoever is on the road will move first, railroad second, ships third. So you always have to just figure that out, is whoever's furthest away from the castle. So this path spirals around up to the labyrinth and then all the way back again. Whoever's the furthest away from the castle is going to go first. Roads are going to go first, then railroads, then ships. Forest biome will move first, then plains biome will move second, then mountain biome third. The water is part of the plains, by the way. So that's always going to change depending on where you are in the game. But let's set out the first 3 human cards, or bonus cards, hunting cards, I guess I should call them, because they might not always be humans. They might be other bonuses. There are familiars that you can earn and put into your play area, and they're permanent unless you have an action that can get rid of them. So they can give you ongoing benefits. Now, I've got 5, and my other opponent, she's got 6. So I'm going to go first. So I have the least amount. So we both put our starting tokens up here in the castle. And I've got 5 action. I can get +1 blood. So blood are the points on the tracker here. Basically, they're points, little blood symbols. So I can get +1 for each human I hunt this turn. Now I forgot to mention, when you lay out the hunt track on every turn, you also take 1 and you put it over into the Tavern. Now it's going to start with 2 in there, I believe, or is it 3? I might be wrong on that, but check your rules. 2 or 3 to start there. first 3 cards over there. Every turn, we're going to move these over, add new ones. We're going to add another one over to the tavern. So you can see how the tavern can fill up with a lot of tasty morsels for you if you choose to go there. This card has an asterisk on it, and what that says is it's a 1 with an asterisk, or 3 if you have at least 1 human in your play area. Well, I don't have any humans left. Nobody starts with any humans. So I'm just going to move 5. I'm just going to try to get down the mountain because we can't hunt at the castle or the graveyard up here. So we're going to start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go there. And that's my turn. So that's very easy to do. I put those in my discard pile. Now, on the playing cards, your deck is on the right, your discard is on the left. Your playing area is up above, wherever you want to put them. You've got room for the treasures. Now, you can have more than 5. It's just printed on here, 5 holding spots, but you can have more than that. And at the bottom is digest. We'll come up to that later, but basically you can digest a human out of your deck. So it's still in your collection for endgame points and whatnot, but once you digest a card, it's not in your deck cluttering it up. Because if you notice some of these human cards, right, there are no action points on them for moving. You will score points for them, and you will get maybe some benefits from them in the bottom of the card. And maybe these special symbols down here give you special benefits, but they don't give you typically any action points to spend. So if you draw a whole bunch of humans out of your hand when you're trying to get back to the castle before dawn, well, you're just going to be stuck sitting there, and yeah, that's not going to be great for you. So, okay, so I moved my 5. Now my opponent, she's got 4, 5, 6, 7 to move. And she doesn't get any bonuses because she has no humans out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, now she's furthest away, so she's going to go first next round. So that's it. Draw our next 3 cards. And then we're going to come over to the hunt track, and we're going to move these over to the 2 level. We're going to draw 3 new cards. So there we got a vampire bonus. Oops, we got another human, and then we put another card over in the tavern. And we move this to round 2. So you can see this game will, with low player counts, will move along quite rapidly. It's not going to take long before you get to dawn of the 15th move, 15th turn. So you've got to get out, you've got to hunt, find treasure, all that stuff as quick as you can. You can go back at any time, of course, to get points and be safe, but this is a little bit of a push your luck game because the further you go, the more humans you eat, the slower it's going to be for you to try to get back to safety. Now, if you are in the graveyard of the castle when sun rises, you are safe for sure. There's different modes you can choose to play where if you're in the mountains, you're safe. And there are negative point markers on all those spaces up there. So as you come back, the closer you get, the less points you lose. But if you're stuck on some of these spaces and not in the castle, you're going to get some negative points on your score tracker for the end of the game. So, all right, let's go with round 2. Now, my opponent is going to go first, and she's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, she is in the mountain, and there are some blue well spots. So some of the spots have blue wells on them. Those are locations where you can hunt 2 times. So you can do 2 hunts if you have the resources for it. Some of the other spaces have the red, so you could take one of the missions there that are there. So, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot something. We are both supposed to take 2 missions at the start of the game and choose one to start with. Okay, well, I'll pick one there, and then for the other opponent, so she got, so just so you can see this, so she got one that's a little bit more yellow here, so this is an instant effect, and then this one is for the end of the game. So this one you can discard to do something else, and this one you wait to the end of the game to score. So this one gives an extra hunt, and this one gives, for example, 6 more points if you hunt more house humans than the other vampires. So there's there's 4 kind of suits that the humans have on their cards. And so there are bonuses that you get that will give you points if you have the most house humans, or the most warrior humans, or the most holy people humans, etc. So you might want to choose based on that. I'm going to choose the free hunt, and I'm just going to keep these face up over here so we remember to take care of that. Okay, so what we've got here is, so she's got, she's furthest away, so she's going to go first. She's going to get +1 extra blood for each human she hunts this turn. So, and she's got 7. So she could do 1, 2, 3, get a mission, and then she could hunt 2 times because this is in the mountains. So she could hunt 1, 2, 3, get a mission, 2 and 2. Well, 2, no, for free. This bonus that I got here. This, if you hunt a human in the mountains, hunt 1 card in the same column for free. Okay, that's a great deal. So let's see. If we look over here, we got a 4, a 1, and a 2. So we definitely want to maybe get this one to get some extra points. This is gain 1 mission when you hunt right. So that's the name of the character, right. And the special symbol here is an inspiring symbol. And so you can pick up any stacks of the missions on the board and choose one and then put the rest back. So this lets you get another mission, and it's going to give you 4 points plus any bonuses. Yeah, so I think what she's going to do is she's going to hunt. So she can move 1, 2, 3, 2. So she can move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That almost gets her out of the mountains. She's going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she's going to use 2 to hunt, and she's going to get right. Now, when you are in the mountains, there are no bonus points. And it's a marker on the board here. When you hunt in the plains area, any human you capture gives you a +1 bonus point. And in the forest, you get a +2, I guess because it's more difficult to hunt in the forest. So you get whatever points are on the card. So in this example, if in the forest, you would get 6 points, 4 + 2. On the plains, you get 4 + 1. In the mountains, you just get 4. So she's going to get 4 points for that. So we're going to move her up on her score marker for 4 points. That's going to go on a discard pile. And then she's also going to discard this to get another hunt, and she's going to take eponemy. So she's going to get another 2 points from that, and these go directly into the discard pile. So like a typical deck builder, when you buy new cards, they go into your discard pile, not into your deck or your hand. So they're going to come around next time you shuffle. And so that uses up all her points. Now, one of her cards here at the bottom gain +1 for each human you hunt this turn. She hunted 2, she has 2 more points. So she's up to 8 already, so that's nice. All right, so these all go in the discard pile, and then we move on to my turn. So I have got 4, 7, 8, 9. I've got 9 movement points. So I think I'm just gonna rush ahead, and I'm gonna see what I can hunt. There's 1-pointer, a 2-pointer, and a 1-pointer. This one gives you bonuses if at the end of the game you get a rose. This one, form of bat. When you move, so this card, form of bat, when you move, you may skip spaces that contain wells, the blue spaces, or other vampires. So you can fly ahead and go a little bit faster. So this might be a good card, even though it doesn't give us any immediate points. Not bad. So I'm gonna, 7, 8, 9. I'm just gonna rush ahead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? I'm gonna stop at 5, and I'm gonna take one of these bonus tiles. So I can look through here, and so here's one, get 5 points if you've hunted a rose. So getting a rose, it's called hunting a rose, but there's only 3 of them. So if you have more than a 2-player game, you gotta fight to get there and get back. Okay, here's one I can use it. Discard if you hunt in column 3 to hunt another card on the hunt track for free. So that seems good. So I'm gonna take that one. The rest of these are going back in the stack, and then I got 3 left. So I'm gonna take Form of Bat for 3, and you know it's not a big point scoring card. It doesn't score me any, but it gives me more moves and I can skip spaces going. So I think that's hopefully gonna pay off later. All right, so that's the end of round 2. So what we're gonna do is move the turn tracker up to 3. We're gonna slide this over to 1, these over to 2. We're gonna set out, we're gonna set out 3 more cards in the 3 column. All right. And then 1 more goes over to the Tavern. And she is the furthest away from the castle, so we've got to reshuffle our deck. We've played all 6 cards in our starting hand, and in her case, we've gained 2 more. So we're gonna mix those up, and we draw 3, and put them out, and mix up my cards. And then we are going to, oops, I'm putting the decks on the wrong side there. Not that it really matters, I know what I'm doing. Okay, so she's furthest away from the castle, so she's going first. And you can see from her cards here, now she's got a little bit of a tough spot because she already drew the 2 humans, so 0 and 0. So she's only got 3 action points. Oh, sorry, she was supposed to gain a mission from when she hunted right. So she's gonna grab a stack on the board, can be any stack. I think this one, she's gonna look through these and choose one of them and put it back. She's gonna take, so the bonus she took is called Digestion. Discard to skip your turn, digest all humans from your hand, and then discard the others. So if she ends up with a lot of humans clogging up her hand, she'll be able to digest them, still be able to score them at the end of the game and whatnot, but they're not gonna clog up her deck. So she's gonna keep that one, and hopefully that comes into play a little bit later. But she can only move 3. So does she wanna go to the Tavern? 1, 2, 3. She could try to go to the Tavern and get those cards, but if she's got a whole bunch of humans in there, it's gonna clog up her deck kind of early, so I'm not sure that's a great idea. So 1, 2, 3, she's just gonna move down to the plains. And that's gonna do it for her. And then for me, I have got 4, 5, 6, 7. I can skip wells or vampires, and I get +1 for every human I hunt this turn. So we are going to, yeah, I guess what we're gonna do is, since we're starting up here, we gotta get down on the mountain, get some action going here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I still can do 3 more, although I can skip 1, so I still got 3 left. One, 2, 3, 4. I can skip 1 with my bat. Then I still got 3, and I can skip wells or vampires, so there's another one I can skip. 2. I'm gonna go along the rail and try to pick up some of these treasures. So I'm gonna stop at this first one here, and it's gonna leave me with 1, I believe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, it's gonna leave me with 1. Okay, so I'm gonna get 2 points right away. Every token has a 2 point on it as soon as you pick it up, so I get 2 points for that. And on the back side, I've found a velvet coat, which earns me 2 more. So I have moved up to 4. This is spent, so I'm gonna put it face down on my playing area so that I know I've already used that. Okay, then I've got one left to hunt, so I can only hunt one card. There's only one in the one column. But this card is a fast card, so it costs +1 to hunt this pile. So I can't hunt there. I don't have enough. So any unused points from your cards are just exhausted and wasted. So no hunting for me. Again, that's not great. Okay. So now I'm furthest away. So now I'm going to be able to go first next turn. We'll set that up. We'll move this up to 4. These move over. And we put out some new cards. Okay, we got our first purple card, which is a familiar. So, and 2 familiars and another human. So familiars, when you grab them, they're purple on the artwork, and they almost always say ready and permanent. So permanent means when you play them, they stay in your play area until you discard them through some other action. Ready means you choose where they go. They can go into your deck pile and get picked up right away next turn, or they can go into your discard pile. You choose where you want them to go. So if you want them to come up right away, you can choose to put a ready card into your deck instead of your discard, okay? All right, and then we add one more to the Tavern. And take our next 3 cards. So round 4 in the game, here we go. And I'm furthest away. So I go first. I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would get an extra card if I had a human, but I don't. I need to get some humans, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the well so I can hunt twice. And that leaves me with 3. So I'll get Roxanne for 3 and Boo for 1. So that gives me 4. They have a 3 and a 1, so it's giving me 4. And they were both in the plains area, so I get a +1 for each of those. So 4 gives me 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these go in my discard pile. All right, so that was my turn. And now she's got 6, 8. No bonuses that apply this turn. So she could land on the same space as me, and then she could push me forward or backward if she wanted to. I think she's going to do that. So she's going to land on me and push. So she kicks me out of the way, and no humans to hunt on that turn. All right, so that round was pretty quick. So let's move up the moon tracker to number 5. This moves over here. So now there's 3 cards in number 1, and there are 2 fast. So I think those do not multiply. They cancel each other. Well, you can't have more than 1 effect at a time, I believe is how it works. So it's still just going to cost you 1 extra fast, 1 extra cost to hunt this pile, even though there's 2 plus fast in there. If I remember the rule book correctly, I think that's what it said. We're going to add 1 more card to the Tavern. Tavern is filling up. It's very popular. All right, I've got 1 card and I need to reshuffle, and she's going to go first, my opponent. So draw my 2 cards for myself, and I've got no humans, and she has 2, and so she needs to reshuffle and draw 1 more. All right, so if she gets a human out, this card that she drew is going to change to a +3 instead of a 1. Nope, she's got 5, and she gets a +1 bonus for hunting humans this turn. So I think what she's going to do is she's going to run ahead 4 spaces to get a card draw, because that might benefit. So she's going to do 4. She's going to pick this up. She gets two points for that, and then she's going to do a card draw. So she's already spending that. Now she's got 2 more. So she's got 3 to spend. So she might want to look in the 3 column because there is a familiar here. It is some sort of powerful goat bull thing. Gain 2 blood for each vampire you push, and they must choose and discard one of their permanent cards when you do. Well, that's interesting. Or she may want to grab one of these other familiars. So this one you can discard to gain 3 -1 for each human in your playing area. So this gives you 3 extra action points. And this one, gain 1 mission when you hunt Bagoli, the owl. And then ready and permanent, gain 1 every time you gain a mission. So, yeah, maybe. I mean, the missions might make a pretty big difference. So maybe she'll take the owl in the 2 column. Now it's ready and permanent, so she's going to add that to her deck. Gain 1 mission when you hunt Bagodi. So she's going to grab a pile from the deck up in the upper corner here, the mission stack. She's going to choose one and figure out which points she wants to get for the end of the game. Well, she's going to try to get that one. And those go back on the board. And so she got a bonus that says gain 6 points if you've hunted more holy people than each of the other vampires. So she's going to want to look for those. We did not hunt a human, and so no bonuses. Okay. I've got 6 to spend to move or hunt. I need to spend it fast to get that. So 6. So I can move up to 4 spaces. That would give me an extra motion or an extra 2 points. So I'm going to go there. Pick that up. I get 2 points for that right off the bat, and then it's a velvet coat, so I get 2 more points. I've spent that. I guess I've got 2 velvet coats. Right? That you got to just stay warm. We're heading up to the mountains, and I'm going to hunt. I'm going to grab that first stack. So when you take the column 1, you take all the cards in there. So I've got 4, 5, 6, 7 points of humans plus 1, 2, 3. So I get 10 points out of that. So I'm going to move to 24 on the score tracker. Okay, and there's no immediate bonuses on any of those. All right, so that ends that round, and we move up to round 6. These all slide over. We add more in column 3. We add 1 to the Tavern. Okay, she's farthest away. She's going first. 1, 2, 3. She drew 2 humans and 4 move. But she did draw her owl. So she did draw her familiar. So this guy, this owl is permanent, and it's going to always stay out on her board unless she uses an action to discard it. And it's going to give a +1 point every time she gets a mission. So that's going to stay out in front of her. And then she's got 4 to spend. She might want to grab this token here, because what that does is it lets her get a mission, and then she's going to get another point from that. So 1, 2, or she get the hidden one. I think she's going to take the mission. So she's going to get 2 points for that, 3 points for getting a mission, and 1 point for getting a mission. And she's going to take the stack by the castle and take a peek at these. Get 5 if you hunt a rose. Discard a human in the to hunt a human in the forest. 4, get 1. She's going to take another free hunt action is what she's going to... Whoops, sorry, I got to put those back on the board. There they go. Okay, so she got one that said discard to hunt a human in the forest to get a second hunt for free. All right, so that was her move, and the purple one stays out there. I've got 4, 5, 6. So this is interesting. So this is a human that does have 1 action point on there, which is not very common. So that gives me 1, and then I got form of bat, so I can skip ahead a little bit if I so choose. Yeah, I want to go fast. So 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, excuse me. I get to skip that space and that space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm on a mission space way up at the top there. So I was able to skip a well and skip the vampire space because I have my form of bat card out. It lets me fast travel past those. So I get to choose another bonus. And I think I'll take this one. This one lets me have 2 points for each human with a special condition marker on them. So maybe that'll benefit me. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm way up in the forest and I'm pretty close to the rose, and we're on turn 6. So I'm going to try to get up there, grab one of the roses, and then try to scoot back. So no humans. These all stack up, and we draw out new ones. We got some more familiars. There's a pig with some fangs. Looks kind of creepy. All right, so I'm furthest away. I'm gonna go first. I've got 3 cards left. So I've got 2, 2, and a human with 0. So, but I get to draw a card if I have at least 1 human in my play area. So I get to draw another card. So I shuffle up my discard pile. And draw +1. I got another human. Get 2 at the end of the game if you have a rose. Okay, so that really doesn't help me at the moment. So I've got 4 to spend to move along the board. I get +1 for each human I hunt this turn. Yeah, I might want to hunt, but I really just want to get to the roses. So I'm just going to blast ahead and just move up. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm 2 spaces away from getting a rose, and that's going to be it for me. And then she draws 2, and she needs to shuffle and draw 1 more. So she's got a card that lets her, or a mission that lets her discard to hunt in the forest. Draw 1 card if you have 1 human. Yep, so she gets another card. So she's got her familiar out here, and then she's got a human and 3 vampire cards. Okay, get a +1 for every human you hunt. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So she can land on a well if she wants to go all the way up. She probably doesn't, but she might want to grab one of those. So I think she's probably going to want to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably go 6 and hunt in column 1. She get another familiar and some more points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's going to take that treasure. She's going to stop at 5, get 2 more points for that. And she gets another card draw. So she can use that later. I don't think she wants to use it now. Because she stopped. She's got 2 to hunt. So she's gonna look over here at the hunt track. This gets 4 points, but this card is a little bit bad when you're all the way near the labyrinth because this person is drunk, and so when you drink their blood, you get confused and you move away from the castle automatically every time this card comes out. So that's not super great, but she does have the card that lets you digest humans, so it's not bad. Here though, she could get 9. There's a lot of points here, and she wants to catch up. So she's gonna buy all these humans here. She's in the forest, so she's gonna get 3, 6, 9, plus 2, 4, 6. So she's gonna get 15 points off of this. So that's great. So three 3-point humans plus 2 points for each because they're in the forest. So 9 plus 6, 15 points. She's on 15, so she jumps up to 30. She's in the lead. Those are gonna go in the discard pile. So she got a card, gain +1 for each human you hunt this turn. So she's gonna get 3 more. So she actually went up to 33 that turn. So that's pretty great. Now, let's check, there's no bonuses for hunting on those. All right, so that would wrap up her turn, and that was a very good turn for her. She got a lot of points. Might clog up her deck later, but we'll see. All right, so we go on to round 8. Let's move over, and as usual, pull out the new cards and add 1 to the tavern. And she is furthest away. No, I'm furthest away from the castle. So I'm gonna draw 3 cards. Okay, I've got two cards plus a human. So no bonuses, but I get 7 to move. I really only need 2. I could use 5 for hunting. The problem is that I want to get a rose card, and a rose counts as a hunt. So I can't hunt. Yeah, I can't use any of my special bonuses to hunt. So it's a little bit wasted, but I wanted to get first pick at these rose cards. So there are 3 roses. One is worth 3, the other 2 are worth 5. One gives you 1 at the end of every turn, one gives you 2 at the end of turns where you don't hunt, and the smaller one gives you 1 at the end of turns where you do hunt. So I'm gonna take, how much hunting do I want to do on the way back is the question, because 2 at the end of every turn for not hunting, but I might want to hunt. I'm gonna try the one where I don't hunt. So I'm taking that one, and this card is ready, it's unique, and it's permanent. So it's like a familiar. So I'm gonna put that into my deck pile. So it comes up right away, so I can get that in action, so I can start earning points from hunting. Okay, so now she's gonna draw her 3 cards. She's got 6, 7, and no bonuses. So she's also gonna go for the rose. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she's gonna take the 1 at the end of every turn, put it in her draw pile. So we've both reached the roses in the labyrinth. We are on turn 8, and in turn 15, the sun's gonna come up. So we gotta scoot back fast to the castle. So this is where it's gonna get a little hectic. All right, so that is that turn. And there's a lot of cards stacking up in the hunting zone. All right, Prince Godfrey, Osmo. They got some pretty good names and good artwork on these cards. The artwork style is pretty awesome. I really like it. We add 1 more to the Tavern. There's a crap ton of points in the Tavern, so I don't know. I'm gonna probably try to go back the water route and land on that tavern space and score all those cards, hopefully. Okay, draw 3. Got my permanent card out. She draws 2 and needs to shuffle up to draw 1 more. All right, so she got her rows out. I got my rows out. I get a 3 move if I have at least 1 human in my play area. I do, so I get to move 3. She gets to move 4. We are both on the same space. So, this doesn't matter which one of us goes. I'll go first. So I can move 3, 4. I can move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then nothing else happens for me. She can move 4 as well. So she's gonna move 4 and push me back. Now, I did not hunt on my turn, so I get 2. And she gets 1 at the end of her turn automatically. Okay, so that's how the familiars work, or the permanent cards. You just, every turn you gotta check the statuses to see what you get and move on from there. Now, whoops, did I put those in the wrong pile? I sure did. Okay. So we move on to the next turn already. And again, lots of cards stacking up in the 1 piles. So you can look at them before you hunt them. You don't have to just blindly take them. Just because there's a whole bunch stacked up in there, but definitely, yeah, there's 5 in this one, 4, 3 in this one. So there's a lot of points stacking up there. Add another one to the tavern. Was that, we're on 8? Did I move the moon? I don't know. See, I lost track. Okay, I should move the moon first every time. Did I move the moon? We were on round 8. We moved. Now we're on round 9. Okay, yeah, I think I moved it. Okay. So I'm furthest away, so I'm gonna go first. Okay, I got form of bat, so that's good. She got, no, just movement. Okay, so I got 2, 3, and I can skip her and any wells. 3. All right, so let's skip her and go 1, 2, 3. Now I just landed on the castle. So the castle up here has a blue little person symbol on there. So if I have a blue symbol on my board space, I'm just gonna look in the manual here, because the board, when the board has the market, the church, a mansion, or a barracks symbol on it, you can digest a human card of that corresponding type from your discard pile or your playing area. And it can be one that you hunted this turn. So my discard pile is full, so I can discard a castle human. And wouldn't you know it, I don't have any of those. So it is completely and utterly useless for me, but I moved ahead, and yeah, that's it. I'm just moving, I'm just running. Okay, now she's got 6 to move. I did not hunt, so I get to move up the track 2 points for not hunting, and then she's got 6 to move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, she's making good progress. She is leapfrogged ahead of me there, and she could hop on that boat track and get to that tavern and back quicker perhaps than I can. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see, it's a race. Okay, I'm further away, so I'm going to go first. We are both on the train, so no difference there. Okay, here we go. And draw 3 more cards. Oh, see, this is brutal. I've only drawn 3 movement again. By the way, when you draw your cards out, if any of the cards have symbols of drawing or discarding, you do those first before calculating up your action points. So always just keep that in mind when you're playing, is that anytime you might need to discard or draw cards, you do those actions first, and then you calculate how many points for action you have left for moving or hunting. So I only got 3, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna push her back 1. Because really that's all I can do, and then I can get 2 points for not hunting. All right, fair enough. Then she's gonna draw 3. Oof, she drew 2 humans. Draw 1 card if you have 1 human. Okay, so she gets to draw another card, drew another human. Okay, so this would be a perfect time for her to use her mission. Discard to skip your turn, digest all humans from your hand and discard the other. So really, she's gonna just discard 1 card, but she's gonna get these 3 out of her hand, her deck, I mean, so that she can move faster going forward. So she's gonna get rid of that. She's gonna digest these, so we're gonna tuck those under the card for now. And that one gets discarded. So that was her turn, which wasn't a big turn, but she just thinned her deck quite a bit. So that might be really, really good for her. All right, and again, 2-player game. This game moves really fast. We're up to the next round. There is so much buildup happening in column 1. We've got to clear those out. Now, I've heard some people play that they might want to clear out column 1 by pushing old cards off completely. So you might choose to do that. I think it's much more interesting to have a big old pile of clutter there that might be good, might be bad when you buy it. So I like it building up there. I think it's interesting. All right, I'm drawing my 3 cards. And I've got 2 humans. That's not great. She needs to reshuffle. Okay, so she's got a human that gives her a -1, but she got a card that lets her, the 1 with the asterisk, if you have a human, it's a 3, so she's got 5, and then she's got the human with the -1, so she's got 4. She's got 4. Did I give her a point at the end of her turn? I don't think I did, so she gets another point. Okay. So she's got a -1. So 3, 4. So she got 4. So she's gonna run for the boats. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And no hunting, so she's gonna move up 1 point. Okay, then I'm gonna go, and I'm also gonna try to get on that track. I have 2 humans, and I have 3. So 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna push her back. All right, I hope I'm doing that all correctly. I think I am. And I did not hunt, so I get 2 more points. I am catching up on the score tracker, so I like that. Going to round 11. Oh, these piles are so big. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Did I move the? I'm moving it up 1 more because I feel like I forgot to move. So there's only like 3 more turns left. So I don't know if we're gonna get back. This doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. All right. Okay, I got move, that's good. And she got moving a human. She gets to draw 1 for another human. So she's got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to move. So that's pretty good. So she's got 8. So she's gonna go flying around here. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And she's gonna stop, and she's gonna hunt. She's gonna hunt a pile here. So I think she's gonna take this middle pile over here. This pile, oh my God, there's a lot of humans in here. So she's gonna get another familiar and 5 humans, so that's 5 extra points. And 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. She's gonna get 18 points. And she gets another familiar. That's gonna go in her ready pile. So she scored 18 points. So 18, 32. So you're going up to 50 with, whoops, sorry, that's the wrong one. She's going up 18 points. So she's going up to 54. Woof, okay. So that was a heck of a play there, good for her. She got much closer up here to the tavern, which is full of people. She's gonna try to get into that space though to not die when the sun comes up. And I've also got to do the same thing. I got to get hustling here. So I can skip wells or vampires. There is a well over here. There's a well space. So I got 4, 5, 6. No bonuses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm pushing her back. Is what I'm doing, because yeah, I can't do anything. I don't have a bonus to hunt there, so I'm gonna hunt here. 4, 5, 6. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, hang on. Because there's a bonus card over here that I really want to get bonuses for the amount of house you've hunted, or villagers, I mean, that you've hunted. So I have a lot of those, so I kind of want to get that. And I can hunt for free for 3. So even though it puts me at risk, I'm gonna only move 3 spaces and then hunt on the 3 column to get that card. And then I can discard this mission. Discard if you hunt a card in column 3 to hunt another card on the hunt track for free. All right, so can get a bunch of familiars. Yeah, so I'm gonna buy this stack of 1s because I get 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points out of there, plus 3 familiars that I could choose to put into my pile. So we get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I get 12 points. So I'm moving to 44. Those go in my discard pile. Those go in my discard pile. And so I got 3 familiars. Gain 1 at the end of the game for each wolf you have. You may draw 2 cards if you do -1 and discard Farkas. I might want to draw cards. So gain 2 for each vampire you push, and they must choose to discard one of their permanent cards. See, but I don't really want to draw 2 familiar, so I'm gonna put that in the discard pile, is what I'm gonna do. So I've got 1 on the top, 2 in the discard. Okay, there's only 2 more rounds left of the game. So we're almost done. It's ramping up. She is much closer to the end than I am, so I'm a little concerned for my own safety and well-being. All right, by the way, when you put cards in the tavern, you do not add cards to the tavern if there is a vampire in that space. So just be aware of that. Okay. So 2 cards. Oh, she gets another familiar. And then she gets to draw 1 more. And I'm going to draw 3. Okay, I got my familiar. And it's ready and permanent. I can draw 2 cards if I do gain a -1 and discard Farkas, the card I just drew, which is a wolf. So I can draw 2 more cards, which I think would be good because I want to run and or get to the tavern to buy all those, to feed on all those humans first. So I am going to discard Farkas, the wolf. You may draw 2 cards. If you do, get a -1 and discard Farkas. So I'm going to discard Farkas, get 2 more cards. Got a human. Okay, draw 1 card. If you have at least 1 human in your play area, get another card. And then get this is a 3 instead of a 1 if there's a human. So I've got 2, 4, 7, -1, 6, -1 is 5. So I got 5 total out of that. Not great. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's perfect. It's enough. 1, 2, 3. And I can hunt for 2. And I get all of these cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards out of the tavern. I beat her because I was slow. So let's see how many points we're going to get. None. None. We're going to get 2, 5, 6, 11. Some unknown amount at the end of the game. 13. And a bunch of move cards. Okay. So we're going to get 13, and we're in the plains, so 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 44 to 62. Okay. All right. Yeah, that was totally worth it. Awesome. Thank you, Farkas, for helping out with that move. Greatly appreciate it. And I did hunt, so I don't get 2 points. Oh, shit. I just added those to her stack. 1, 2, 3. Okay, those go to mine. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I gotta add these numbers up quick. So all right, so I had 5 cards. All right, so those are hers. These are mine. She needs to draw 1 more. Okay, so not good for her. She got 3. So she's just gonna run ahead. So 1, 2, 3. You know what? She's gonna discard her card, Callow. You may discard Callow to gain 3, less 1 for each human. So she's gonna get 2 more. She's gonna get 2 more. So she's gonna discard that to get 2 more. She is safely in the mountain region. So she is safe for the end of the game if we want to play that way. You know, normally on like normal mode, I guess that would be a little bit more easy mode. If you're in the mountains, you're going to take negative points, but you're still going to, you know, be able to win. Whoever gets back first gets the biggest bonus token there in the middle. But normally on a regular mode, you have to get to the graveyard, cemetery, and or the castle to win or to survive. So, all right, so this is the last full turn of the game. Now, it is worth noting, if you have a treasure or a bonus that gives you a parasol, an umbrella, right? Instead of on the 15th move, you end wherever you are and maybe die from sunlight, the parasol protects you and you get another turn. You can't hunt, but you can take a turn and move, and that might mean all the difference in the world. So we are on the last full round of the game. We're gonna move this over and draw 3 cards. Now there's not gonna be a card going in the tavern because there is a vampire there, which is me. I'm gonna go first because I'm furthest away. Oh, woof. 3 humans. Got no move on my last full turn. None. and I have no bonuses. Oh, look, this is the worst draw possible. 0, 0, 0, 0. I can't do anything, and my bonuses, my missions don't give me any move bonuses. I don't have any unleft treasure tokens that might give me a bonus. I am screwed. I am screwed big time. This is not good. I'm not back. I'm not back. Oh. Okay, well, I didn't hunt, so I get 2 more. All right, let's see what she's got. Woof. Okay, she's got 2. She's got 2, so 1, 2. That's it for her. She also has no bonuses that she can do. So, she did make it back. So, boom, we move the tracker over to 15. Dawn comes, the sun comes up. Everyone who's outside of this area burns, which is me. I'm dead. So I lost. She made it to the mountains. She's gonna take minus 20 points though. So 55, she's gonna go back to 35. And then what we do is we score the game. So, oh wait, hang on. She can draw 1 more card. She never used that. Ah, she got a 0, human. So it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Okay, so she didn't hunt, so she gets 1 more point, so she's at 36. So now what we do is we do the end game. And we take these 2 public missions that were up here in the upper left corner, and they are gain 1 for each human you've hunted that's worth 4 or more, and gain 1 for each human you've hunted that's worth 1 or 2. So we are gonna go through our collective decks and get points. You know what? We never took points for our roses, so I should have 5 more points. She should have 5 more points for the rose. I forgot to do that. Okay, roses give you points too. Okay, so so she gets 6 if she's hunted more church people than other vampires. I'm gonna get 1 for each church person I hunted, 2 for each human with a condition of holy, spicy, or drunk, basically. So we're gonna take our cards. These are hers. And these don't give any extra points. So now we're gonna go through and we're gonna see, so humans worth 1 or 2. So there's a 2, so that's worth 1 point. Two points. 3, 4 points. So she's got 4 points from that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1 for each human that's worth 4 or more. 1, 2. She gets 2 more points. Okay, then she's gonna get points for each church and each villager person that she has, and each wolf. So she's gonna get okay, no church and no wolf. Well, that's crazy. But she did get 4 villagers, so she gets 4 more points. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is her score. She does not get 6 more bonus points because she doesn't have more church. She didn't get any. Now, I don't get any points because I ended up outside of the mountains when dawn came. But if I was scoring, get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get 6 more points. And 1 for each human that's worth 4 or more. 1. Get 1 more point. 2 for each human with a condition. None. Gain 1 for each church. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you know what? When I was moving around cards, I put some of my cards in her deck. I think. Because I had 4 or 5 house people and villagers, and now I only have 3. So I somehow screwed up. Anyway, there's a card in here with a bonus. So some of the cards you pick up are the ones at the end of the game. Yeah, I put those in her deck. Those points were supposed to be mine. Whatever. She won the game. I lost miserably. But you can see how the game plays out. You know, once you learn it, you can go a lot faster. But this has been Jeremy and playing the new Richard Garfield game, The Hunger. I like the game. I like the motif. I like the artwork, the style, the racing action. It's light and easy enough to learn. It's not a complicated deck builder by any means. So I think anyone from age, 7, 8 probably could learn this and on up. And this will be a nice game to break out when you want to, play something in an hour or less, probably. And obviously, with more players, it's probably going to stretch out a little bit. But all in all, I give this a big thumbs up. I love deck builders. I love Clank. This is different enough that it doesn't feel same to me. So I will be playing this a lot more, and I'll be sharing this with all of my game night friends too. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.